how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now.
Welcome, everyone. We are here today to remember and honor the life well lived of Lou Santucci. Lou passed away suddenly at home on April the 2nd. She was 68 years young. For those of you who don't know me, you guys all do, my name is Tammy. Lou and I have been very close friends for over 39 years. I was asked by Anthony to facilitate the memorial service for Lou and share with you some of their memories. I'm not a public speaker, so if I flub it up, I apologize ahead of time. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19 and the powers of be in government, we are only allowed to have 10 people at the service. And when you have a large family, that's a difficult thing to do. Thankfully, we have technology today that enables us to videotape the service, live stream it, send it out so that the rest of our family, friends can watch. Thank you to Hamry's Funeral Chapel for providing this service. And thank you everybody out there for joining us. In times like these, there is nothing that takes the place of family and friends, even if it's remotely. Because of the pandemic, it is a great comfort to Lou's family to not have to go through this grief alone. Your calls, your texts, emails, cards, condolences, online, and more are gratefully appreciated. Anthony and family are hoping to have a outdoor celebration of life later this summer, COVID permitting, and will let you know at a later date if and when they can. First, I would like to share with you the eulogy that Sally has written and prepared with the help of her siblings on behalf of Lou's family. I will read it. Becomes clear a person has lived a full life when you measure it by the people that love them. Loss is never easy, but that burden can be shared, and Lou has so many special people to share in that burden. The hole left in our lives is a testament to how much love she gave to everyone in her life. Lou was born on October 31st, 1952 in Gaspé, Quebec, to Rena and Nelson Alexander. She lived in Gaspé with her parents and 5 siblings and was surrounded by cousins and other family who lived nearby. She lived with her parents until she married Whedon Baker, and soon after they were expecting their first child. In a tragic turn of events, Whedon passed away suddenly, only a few weeks prior to the birth of Sally. Lou began her adult life as a young widow, expecting a child. She later married Mark Sear and had 2 more children, Sherry and Jason. Together they moved to Ontario for a few years and then on to Fort St. John in 1980. Lou and Mark separated in 1981, and Lou lived with her 3 children and worked hard to manage life as a single mom. When Lou met Anthony, they were already familiar to each other as they had all lived in Gaspé at the same time. They met through a mutual friend. Anthony was in Fort St. John in 1982 visiting those same friends when they saw each other and a spark happened between them. Anthony has 2 children, Tony and Lisa, and they combined families to create the family they are today. The Santucci, Baker, Sear family is who they are and how they have spent most of their lives. Lou and Anthony loved each other's children as their own, and their life has been spent as a single family unit. People used to joke that they were like the Brady Bunch. They officially married on February 14th, 1987, with a small ceremony and gathering celebrating with family and close friends. Lou was such a beautiful bride. As a wife, she was a true partner and supporter of Anthony. She was loving and caring and made their house a home. She always put much time and thought into selecting gifts because she loved him so much and always wanted the perfect gift. They just had their wedding anniversary in February, and Lou was so thrilled to have completed a photo album for him that she wanted to get done. She loved special dinners together and romantic moments. She loved their fun times with friends and had a zest for life that was purely contagious. She loved camping and sitting around a campfire to just enjoy life. When she developed health problems a few years ago, it was then that she saw how well he handled tough times. Anthony treated Lou like a queen, and she felt like one because of him. She adored him even more for the sacrifices he made in order to make life easier for her. Anthony, your 5 children want me to say for them, Dad, from us all, thank you for loving and taking such good care of our mother. As a mom, Lou loved every single one of their children for who they are, and she adapted her parenting to suit each child. She would make special dishes for each child at some time if she knew there was something that they loved. She fussed over gifts because she wanted to get something they each would really like. She knew everybody's individual personalities and what they enjoyed. She would buy small gifts on no particular occasion just because she saw it and thought they would like it. She made every one of them feel special. Lou helped them through their tough times in life. If they needed her, she dropped everything she was doing to be with them. She was the best mom that anyone could hope for, and all of her children will miss her for the rest of their days. They shall honor her by living their best lives that would have made their mom proud. Lou had 3 young grandsons, Austin, Mackenzie, and Huxley. As a nana, she loved hugs and cuddles from her grandchildren and enjoyed them so much. She loved to have the kids camping with them, and those were treasured times. She regularly attended performances, hockey games, swim meets, curling, soccer, band, and other events her grandchildren were in whenever she could, and so was so proud of each of her boys. She would hire them to do yard work and always paid them too much money. Lou gained another grandson when Rob and Sean joined the family. She thought the world of Sean and always asked about him and let him know that he was loved by her. Family was everything to Lou, and we hope she felt how much she was loved and appreciated. As a friend, Lou was loving and loyal. She would be there for her friends in good times and bad. She loved unconditionally, and if you needed her, she made you feel like you could count on her for anything. She taught her children how to be a good friend, and how friends can be as close to your heart as family. If Lou loved you, you felt it with your whole heart and soul. You didn't have to wonder because her love was always there, even when the words were not spoken. She had so many friends she loved, and they loved her back. Lou was an animal lover and always had 1 or more dogs in her life. After her children grew up and left home, the dogs became the babies to love and care for. The 2 fur babies left behind are named Sarah and Zoe. They miss her terribly and surely do not know what was going on. Lou loved helping others. Years ago, she applied to Northern Lights College social work program and was accepted. She started her first course and was so proud of how she had done. However, Lou chose not to continue because she wanted to help people now and not in 2 years or 4 years. In all honesty, she did not need the college education to know how to love and support people. She was born with that ability. Lou enjoyed the simple pleasures in life, such as her yard work and flowers and yard decorations. She liked evenings by the fire pit in the backyard and her beloved hummingbirds coming to visit in the yard. She delighted at the deer that would come to the backyard to eat the birdseed. Outside of home, she loved the casino and would have so much fun, and even more fun if she actually happened to win. Volunteer work was also important to her. For many years, she volunteered with the Fort St. John Palliative Care Society. She wanted to help people and families during their most difficult times. She also supported the SPCA and many other local charities. And this is from the family, and I'll read it as coming from them. Our mother was truly extraordinary. And as we became older, we realized the fact more and more. She loved her family fiercely, her friends became like family, and she had love and compassion for complete strangers whose paths crossed her life. She could teach us all some lessons about love. As we watched her over the years, we saw that her love was endless, and it was tireless and unselfish. May she rest in peace and know how deeply she was loved. When the family referred to her just being kind to strangers and stuff, it brought to mind when Lou went to Prince George, and I don't know if I told you this before, for cancer treatment. I stayed with her the first week, and we stayed at the lodge, which was right beside the Prince George Hospital. And that lodge was, for cancer patients or any out-of-town patients that needed to be at the hospital. And within 2-3 days, I think Lou knew everybody's there by first name basis. That was Lou. And there was one couple that came in a couple days after, and they were there to have their baby. They needed to be by a hospital. And we did at least 2 shopping trips for other cancer patients that didn't have a car. There was another cancer patient there, really liked Timmy's. We went to Timmy's and surprised her with Timmy's. The baby was born, and we went out and got a baby gift. It was a little boy. There was one guy there that was getting, Lou, as you know, wakes up early in the morning. He would be up all night because he couldn't sleep. Lou helped him with some herbal supplements that she used for sleeping, and just gave them to him. And then there was another guy there that he had to be there alone. His wife couldn't come, and he was starting to have problems with swallowing and stuff from the treatment he was getting, and he really missed her homemade soup. I remember that clearly. Anthony came down the end of that week with the motorhome, and Lou moved out of the lodge and in with motorhome, stayed there for the rest of the treatment. And then later on, Anthony had to go back, just make sure his customers were happy, the business was doing well. I stayed with her again. And one of the first things we did, because she was starting to have the sore throat with her treatments, was make homemade soup. And the first thing we did, packaged up from soup for that guy. And the next morning on the way to treatment, stopped at the lodge and brought him homemade soup. That was Lou. That's the Lou that we all know and love. Lou believed in God and Jesus as the Son of God. She believed in the power of prayer. Lou's faith carried her through many tough times. Psalm 23 promises us that God is with us and comforts us. Lou believed in that wholeheartedly. I'd like to read Psalm 23 for you. And many of you know this by heart. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And I know she's there. Sherry found this beautiful poem on the internet that really spoke to her heart. And on her behalf, I'd like to read it to you. If roses grow in heaven, Lord, please pick a bunch for me. Place them in my mother's arms and tell her they're from me. Tell her I love her and miss her. And when she turns to smile, place a kiss upon her cheek and hold her for a while. Because remembering her is easy. I do it every day. But there's an ache within my heart because I am missing her today. It's a beautiful poem. Share some other things that have been sent to the family. Lou's sister Stella, who lives in Gaspé and could not be with us, wrote a poem for Lou. I don't know what I will do when I need a friend. You were always there for me until the very end. I know Mom and Dad are waiting to meet you at the door, to take you to God's garden on the golden shore. You have left me all alone here in an empty nest, but God needed a special angel, and he only takes the best. So rest in peace, dear sister. Though my heart it breaks in two, I will never forget my only sister, Lou. Your loving sister, Stella. And Anthony's sister sent a tribute, few memories. I don't know if you've had a chance to read it. When we think of our dear sister-in-law Lou, many things come to mind. Miles may have kept us apart, but when we were together, we had great times. In August of 2019, we shared many laughs while in Kelowna, and Lou's laugh was definitely hearty and infectious. Christine, Dawn, and Mary count their blessings that they were able to spend some time with her this past summer. Lou and Anthony were the first and last people to stay in Chris and Dawn's home, given the pandemic. While visiting Fort St. John, which we regret wasn't often enough, Lou was always ever so welcoming and would put out heaps of food, enough for an army. But then again, she did have her own little army. You never left her home hungry or thirsty, for that matter. Her loving, caring, compassionate nature was so appreciated by all of us when our brother Peter was ill. Lou was instrumental in relaying information, keeping the family up to date. We in-laws always considered Lou a saint. She had to have been a saint with lots of patience to be married to our brother for 36 plus years. We love you, bro. All kidding aside, Lou has left a deep impression on all of us. We will remember her fondly and will definitely miss her beautiful smile on our weekly family Zoom calls. Until we meet again, Godspeed. Well, Lou's very best friend, Anne O'Neill, and she lives in Edmonton, could not be with us today, but wanted to share this with the family. Lou was my very best friend and always will be. We went through life's ups and downs together and could talk most everything out. I know she is in a better place, but I will selfishly miss her so very much. Love you, my dear Lou. So nice. And Amber, another very close friend of Lou's, wrote this to share with the family. What can I say about a friend of over 30 years that would let everyone see what a special person she truly was? How she had time for everyone, no matter what she was doing. Her quick wit and snappy comebacks that made me laugh so many times. Her compassion and understanding. She was my friend that I went to with all my problems and achievements, no matter how big or small. She always made me feel better. She was strong and faced every crisis with her faith to help her along. I don't think there was any issue that wasn't discussed over coffee that we couldn't find a solution for. Her dedication and love for her family. There were so many things that made her the beautiful person she was. I can't even begin to explain. The world was a better place with her here, but her strength and compassion will live within every life she touched. Thanks for all the memories, Lou, until we meet again. These are just a few of the many condolences and memories that have been shared with Lou's family. And we'd like to thank everybody for reaching out to them in so many ways during this sad time. Does anybody want to share anything? Come up and share? No? Okay. You will?
She got me this morning.
Huh?
She got me this morning.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to say that?
No. As you know, Lou liked playing tricks also. And this morning I looked for my wedding ring. and asked Jason. I looked for, what, an hour?
At least.
I looked under the teddy bears in our bedroom, couldn't find them. I looked all over, went and checked my truck. I thought I might have brought it out there. Went back in the bedroom, lifted up the teddy bear. I lifted it up 3 times before, and underneath it was my wedding ring and her watch. It wasn't there an hour before. So,
You expect that she might be pulling more.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's in the house
Yeah, you bet,
forever.
for sure.
I will miss her dearly.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so short, sweet. Hopefully we'll be able to do a celebration of life this summer, but it does depend on COVID, where we can have more people around and family and friends. We'd like to close this service with a picture slideshow. Lou, we love you. We all miss you. And you will forever be in our hearts.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. It's the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Whoa, stand now. Oh, stand by me. I can see it in your eyes. You've had a long day. Let's lock the doors and pull down the shades. Turn some music on, pour a glass of sweet red wine. Let the candles burn, put your hand in mine. Dance with me. Don't say a word, just dance with me. Let the world outside disappear. Baby, what we got here is all we need. Dance with me. I kiss you goodbye in the early morning light. Sometimes I don't get home till it's cold and dark outside. But baby, here we are, we're together all alone. We finally found a moment we can call our own. Dance with me. Don't say a word, just dance with me. Let the world outside disappear. Baby, what we got here is all we need. Dance with me. Just close your eyes and dance with me. Hold on tight, let's take it slow. No, don't let go. Dance with me. Let the world outside disappear. Baby, what we got here is all we need. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. there will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
So that concludes the formal part of the service. For those watching, family, thanks you for being with them this day.